Welcome everybody into Dragonshire, map number 1 in this best of 5 series. On the left hand side we have got DeepDiveXtreme. On the right it's going to be Exodia stack. This is an elimination match here in the lower bracket quarterfinal. Winner goes up against the members of our previous best of 5 we just had. And the winner of that will go on to the lower bracket final for next week, Saturday. Loser, this is the end of their tournament life, so let's see what we got this. You've seen that so much, literally goes 2 states away and then to come back. But you know what the crazy part is, Zig? The crazy part about all this? Corsair requested it to be next day air. Next day air.
With every death comes honor. With honor, redemption.
It shipped on 5/24. No, 5/22. 5/22 it is shipped. That was Thursday. I did see a UPS update that literally did say Friday on Thursday, and then I checked it later on Friday when I didn't get anything, and it was like Tuesday. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, I'm very confused by it. Well, I'll wait till Tuesday and see what happens. Anyways, Dragonshire, we got a few things to talk about besides my expected Corsair products. The coin flip was won by the members of DeepDiveXtreme. They opted in for first pick priority, banning away Battlefield and Towers of Doom. Volskaya Foundry and Braxis banned away by Exodia stack, and they will choose to take us to Dragonshire. We have got a Hanzo, Muradin, Blaze on the left-hand side, Rhaegar, Dahaka on the right. We've seen Lucio, Vikings, Tracer, target banned from the side of DeepDiveXtreme. Brightwing, Chromie, and Maiev to be removed as well. And so that will catch you up onto the draft, how we got here, what we're doing, and let's see. Next 2 picks are the Rhaegar, Dahaka into Muradin, Blaze, Hanzo. Garrosh could be a consideration with all the dive from DeepDiveXtreme, so that way you can kind of punish them. But it's going to be Johanna Zagara. Zagara is the flavor that Exodia does like to run on Dragonshire quite a bit. It's probably going to be... I wonder if it's going to be Hazu or Dino. I'm curious who's going to be playing it. I feel like Dino's played the Zagara in the past.
For the alliance above all.
All right. Genji Blaze. Genji Blaze. DeepDiveXtreme going standard. Hanzo, Muradin, Blaze, Genji, and Anduin, Light Bomb. G's another Blaze. Oh, man. Guess what? We have a minimum of 6 maps, including this one. Maximum of 10 more maps, and I'm willing to bet there'll be Blaze in all of them.
Victory.
Yeah, that'll be... Yeah, Dino will be on Sylvanas then. What happened to Hogger? No one wanted to play him this game. Dahaka for the global and top lane is really nice. Zagara bottom lane is pretty common. Sylvanas kind of rotates around with Johanna Rhaegar as needed. So, yeah. Really good draft. Let's go ahead and get into the game. Ah! Right side of Dragonshire, map number 1 in our second best of 5 of the day. We have got Exodia stack, Blood playing your Dahaka, Yasu, Rhaegar, Bad Benny, Johanna, Hazuab, Zagara, and Dino Sylvanas. The left side of the map is going to be DeepDiveXtreme. Shizakid is your Muradin, Darnus on Anduin, Virgil playing the Blaze, Hopaka, Genji, and Dead Inside with the
4,
Han Soap.
3, 2, 1. Let the battle begin.
Alright. Redemption Hanzo, block stacks for Muradin, Agile Dismount, as well as Adrenaline Stimpak and Even-Handed Blessing. Fested Drop, as well as Colossal Totem. Bad Benny, are you really gonna take Laws of Hope here? Okay. Might of the Banshee Queen. No, Overwhelming Affliction. I always flip those two, sorry. Enhanced Agility for the Dahakas. Dead Inside gets hit with a Shield Glare. Rhaegar wants to lunge in, but Yasu cannot chase him further. The Chastise will connect, and the Swift Strike is good. First Blood over to the side of Deep Dive Extreme. Corpse Feeder, sorry. Infested Drop is the baseline.
You think yourself worthy to wield the Dragon Knight's power?
I do indeed.
Prove it. Take control of the shrine.
Neither Siege Giant camp started yet. Actually, Hopaka and nope. Hopaka and Darkness will start the left side. Bad Benny just making the rotation over here to the Bruiser camp with Dino and Yasu. Hazu still chilling in bottom, spreading that creep, playing StarCraft 2. But he was Protoss, so this is very foreign to him.
Capture
What's
the
wrong
shrine.
with Laws?
Inherit the Dragon Knight's
Zealous
power
Glare is just
and
so
lay
much
waste
better
to this
in so many
forsaken
ways. Synergistic with the level 16 Holy Renewal. Extremely synergistic with the level 20 Blinded by the Light. 2 Shield Glares. 1.5 seconds of auto attack damage being mitigated. Twice. Damage. Laws of Hope is a 5 seconds, or is a yeah, 5%, or well, currently 5%. Oh wait, no, sorry. Baseline 20%, increased by 5%, right. Over 5 seconds. It's, Zealous Glare just has so much more utility and value. And you're not relegated to constantly looking for globes, but we do have Dragonite picked up by the side of Exodia stack. They will push that in through mid lane. Dahaka currently clearing out what's in top. Siege Giants throwing in a few boulders here. They scatter off the wall.
I have seen enough for now.
Twin Flame thrown out from Blaze. Bad Benny just backing away to safety here in mid lane. Looking for a Condemn onto the wave mostly. Hitting Blaze as well. Dahaka chilling in the bush, looking for maybe a drag. Blaze Jet Propulsion lands onto him. Shield Glare goes out. Couple of shurikens into Dahaka from Genji, picking up more mastery stacks on that level 4. Dahaka did go into Lurker Strain. Fishes for a drag. This is just going to harass Muradin, though. I don't think he's going to be taken down. Granted, Sylvanas and Rhaegar are around, as the minion wave in top lane will crash in. Dem pulls in, Dead Inside. Rhaegar lunges in, Shield Glare. Azuobs is going to be coming up for a couple auto attacks as well. Deflect from Genji. Stormbolt, eaten by the Iron Skin. Cleanse from Rhaegar as well. Unsure if the Iron Skin was available for that. And it still is just one kill in favor for the side of Deep Dive Extreme. Another Condemned to pull in the Genji. Deflect activated. Scatter goes off. Muradin Dwarf tosses in. The Stormbolt onto Bad Benny. The heal from Rhaegar is good, and Muradin finds the kill. Yasu shall fall as well. Trying to take down Darkness, as that's going to be Shizuke going in. They almost take down Hazu. He had like 101 HP. Oh my god.
Another chance to prove yourself.
Nicely. Almost done from the side of Deep Dive Extreme. Meanwhile, in mid, we do have the Dahaka landing a dragon. There's Stormbolt, but it won't connect as Dahaka burrows. Alright, well, we're waiting for 10 talents here at the top of the screen in this match, and our gamble is about to close. Nicely done, everybody. 14,000 to 21,000 just abouts. 3 kills on the left.
Take hold of the shrines. Earn the
Hazuob's back in bottom after, I believe, resetting there, just to get full everything, or nearly. We'll continue to spread some creep. Muradin on the point for bottom. Blaze Dahaka in top lane with a bit of a brawl, but they won't continue that. Back over in mid lane, Shield Glare onto the Genji, activates his deflect. A little haunting wave from Sylvanas as well. She'll use possession to steal a minion or two, and there's Darnus and Shizakid setting something up. Blaze here as well. Johanna just pulling things around. Genji jumps in. Iron Skin activated by the Johanna. Chastise doesn't get the root, and that's the end of the engagement, though. Dahaka may be caught out here. No, he's fine. He's going to be able to disengage. Burrows to safety. Heroics on the left-hand side are here. Light Bomb, X-Strike, Bunker, Dragon's Arrow, Avatar. On the right side, Devouring Maw, Ancestor Healing, Isolation, Flesh Shield, and Wailing Arrow. 3-0 in kills. We take stock of any stacks we got. 3 on the level 7 for the Bile Drop on Hazuab Zagara. 3 stacks for Dahaka's Enhanced Agility. Make it 4 for the Zagara right there. 16 Laws of Hope stacks. 45 Shuriken Mastery of the 60. And 8 Redemption stacks for Hanzo. Did go into Never Out or Ignore All Distractions. My apologies. Genji goes down in the mid lane from the Sylvanas. Looks like Bless Shield, Wailing Arrow was the combo into that as you see them on cooldown. Genji not even able to use the X-Strike, it looks like, as well as it is off cooldown. Dragon Knight available to the side of Exodia stack. Alrighty, more globes to be gathered. Bad Benny's in position for a Dragonite, but this is just a kid here to delay with Virgil as well. Condemned from Johanna. That's going to be minions stolen by Sylvanas and a Haunting Wave thrown on to the main tank, but no fatal damage available. Genji's going to try and hold bottom lane. Does get a couple auto attacks connecting onto him. Scatter from Hanzo, finding a bit of damage. Muradin rotating in. Genji, Light Bomb, Swift Strike, self-cast Ancestral onto Yasuo. Devouring Maw holds the Muradin in place, and Zagara will pick up a 5th stack. As the Dragonite is going to be delayed. Bunker in the top lane from Blaze will be summoned. Looks like Dino Blood and Benny cannot get the kill into Virgil. Nicely done, bunker-wise. Alright, second Dragonite still delayed. We got like 2k HP on this keep on the left, 1,618. 13 talent here. God, I'm all over the place. 13 talent here, almost here on both sides. So we do have Sunshrine held by Dahaka, Moonstride held by Dead Inside the Hanzo. Hazu has been pushed back quite a bit here. Playing very safe, but also Hanzo clears things out quite quickly with that Ignore All Distractions. Mid lane engagement, X-Strike from the Genji. Hopaka's going to try and take down the Sylvanas. The Dragon's Arrow from Hanzo will connect onto Yasuo. Light Bomb onto Genji. He Swift Strikes back in. I didn't think he had one right there. Shuriken's being fired in. Zagara summons an Ultra or a Hydralisk, and Dead Inside gets a quick heal, but it's not going to be enough. The Bless Shield from Johanna. The Wailing Arrow from Dino. The drag from Blood into Anduin will take him down, and the members of Exodia stack find their 3rd kill. Dino, Black Arrows available. Genji Swift Strikes in, looking to take down Dino, who will not reactivate the Haunting Wave. Stormbolt connects. There's decent damage. Sylvanas will not be taken down by the likes of Muradin, as Dahaka's in position for the Dragonite. Blaze was working on a wave, and he will not be in position in time. Exodia stack with another Dragonite. This one back in mid lane, looking to confirm the keep.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
Hanzo gets pushed into bottom. Oopsies.
Red team has destroyed
Cyber Agility over the sidewall. Devouring Maw did come out to go fishing for some damage. For lockdown, sorry. Kick on to Blaze as the Dragonite ends. The Savage Charge gets a little displacement. Alrighty. Siege camp will be grabbed over here. Johanna, bless shield into the Muradin, beautifully done with a wailing arrow. A single target deletion. 2 heroics utilized, but hey, more experience, more momentum. All forts have been taken down on the side of DeepDiveXtreme as Exodia stack looks to push up further through bottom. A sonic arrow out from Hanzo. Light Bomb, Genji dives in, Dragon's Arrow. They have a wombo of their own. DeepDiveXtreme will be able to find a counter kill on Sylvanas. Alright, so we're like 10 minutes in. Muradin's self-healing is 12k. Johanna, 8,400. What's Blaze's self-healing? I'm curious as well. Like, Genji self-healing, 7,500. 4,900 on Blaze.
Control this drop and make use of it.
No, just not really seeing, like, extra value coming out of this just yet. So we have the Conviction, gain 10% movement speed, increasing up to 20 while Condemn is charging up, and then you have Shrinking Vacuum. Condemn reduces enemy hero damage by 30% and slows by 30% for 3 seconds. Did go into Subdue at level 4, and you have the Roar at level 13. 25 regeneration globes have been picked up. Would be less without laws, are you sure? Because you have Holy Renewal level 16, bud. Like, top NGS teams and Heroes Launch teams have been in the stream talking about how Laws of Hope math is still not as good as going Shield Glare, Holy Renewal, and your level 20. The Leap of Faith will not be good right there. The X-Strike from Genji following up the Light Bomb as well. The Wailing Arrow coming out into Genji as Hobaka looks to back away. Natural agility to get out of that one. And a Scatter goes up, but Johanna looks for a flank potentially. Oh, this flank is really good, though. Can they actually take anyone down? Hopaka is going to deflect. Yasu, the scatter. The autos are good. Meanwhile, Benny is still chasing on the left-hand side into Darkness with the Dahaka. Zagara, Sylvanas, and Rhaegar all fall. Dahaka's going to brush stock out, leaving Bad Benny all alone. Dahaka actually rotates back into bottom after he brush stalks out and dies. Hanzo trying to get away from the Condemns and will be able to do so, or will not be able to do so, but yeah, Bad Benny's still dead here. Mini stun from 7. Oh, no, he's got heavy impact. Bless shield. Does he have launch? No! No, Finland! Benny makes it out just with a little bit of HP. Nicely done. So, we have Blaze to top lane. He'll hold this. Muradin in bottom. Hopaka goes for the channel, but Benny should have 1 delay. Jet Propulsion goes in. Fix it. I've made my point. I'm not going to continue arguing it. If you want to disagree, you're welcome to. I'm good. We've made our points. If you want to continue it, you are welcome to do so. I'm good. I'd rather focus in on the game. Siege Giants on the bottom left are going to be grabbed. Rhaegar working on this as well. Will Muradin step up? No. Wait, yes? Is there a light bomb available? There is indeed, actually, everything. And that's an Ancestor Healing early cast onto the Rhaegar. The arrow will miss. We do have Hazu up trying to back away. The Leap of Faith pulls Hopaka back. We have a lot of damage coming in from Zagara. Another Leap of Faith. The Wailing Arrow onto 4 enemies. Hopaka is so very low, but no one will fall. And the invade onto the camp will be successful. Grabbing Siege Giants. Sylvanas in mid lane, delayed out by Blaze, potentially. Thunderclap goes down the ground totem from the Rhaegar as well. Pack Instincts at level 20 for Zagara. We have Farseer's Blessing, Isolation Contagion. Bolt of the Storm, as well as Radiating Faith, as we do have that Bolt of the Storm activating. Another Dragonite will be picked up by Exodia stack, moving in through bottom? Looks like bottom. Just about level 20 on the left side. 8 to 8 in team fights. Structurally, though, it's Exodia stack getting the 3 Dragonites and constantly sieging into all 3 lanes, taking down all forts, opening up the keep front gate and bottom as well. Scatter goes out. Blaze looking for the flank on the right side. We do have a kick onto the Murden as well. Hanzo Redemption is done. Blaze flanking might have been a mistake right there. Has to use the bunker. Also activated the Juggernaut plating from level 16. 20s are here. Condemned from Johanna. Scatter goes out. Okay. Inner Fire for your Anduin. We've got Rewind Muradin, Bullseye Hanzo, Genji is probably Living Weapon, and Burn Notice Blaze. No Fortified Bunker for this game. Hanzo showing. He does have that Ignore All Distractions. Level 4. Genji, what? He's gonna go into Zanshin? Light Bomb inside the... Okay, that's gonna be a Swift Strike into the Rhaegar. He will go down. Devouring Maul will expire. Dahaka tapping bushes for movement speed. Genji Swift Strike again. The reset from Muradin activated with the rewind. X Strike from Genji. Zanshin, really? Deflect hits all nearby enemy heroes. We like never see Zanshin. Though it should have been evident with Reflect level 16. Go! Max range Wailing Arrow! Dardus does go down. Sylvanas, Sagara will all fall here. And Benny just disengaging. So bottom opened up. Scatter lands. Everyone piles into the bunker. Blaze gonna hearth out to go deal with any incoming waves. And get full. Johanna just trying to delay things out here.
Prepare yourselves, heroes. The shrines will soon be active again.
Still Shuriken's going in. No minion wave available, so they're just trying to poke at this. Hanzo does outrange structures with his level 4, but he has to, of course, have that minion kill to do that. Genji going and getting a camp in bottom, so a multitude of kills come through, and not even a fort can go down. Speaks to the lack of siege value that DeepDiveXtreme don't have.
And the Dragon Knight's
and it really is evident right there in... They get a quadra kill near the bottom lane, and they can't even take down a fort. It really speaks to the lack of siege potential on the left side. Scatter into the bush, finds Benny. Iron Skin activated. Some Sagara. Banelings go in. The Dragon's Arrow fired from nearly bottom to get something. The drag met by a Leap of Faith. Avatar was used by Muradin as well. Swift Strike in from Genji. He goes in for the deflect immediately. Gets hit with an isolation. The Wailing Arrow from, or excuse me, the Haunting Wave from Sylvanas. Thrown in, but no teleport activated. Muradin trying to let that trait kick in and heal up a bit more.
Blue team has destroyed.
Bottom fort does go down to the Siege Giants. No Dragonite to be picked up. The drag from Dahaka outside the bush into the Muradin. He should be dead here. Rewind activated. Light Bomb will be there. Muradin gets a lot of armor from that Light Bomb from the Inner Fire, but Sagara, her little roaches take down the Dwarf King. Corrosive Saliva was nerfed. It's at 1.5 now. Genji got dragged? What? That was just the most insane drag. That was just such an insane drag. Like the read from Dahaka, my gosh. All Black Arrow from Dino gets activated here. Dragonite, 4th goes over the side of Exodia stack, and they are on a movement, a tear, trajectory to try and end this map. That's going to be Ancestral Healing into Zagara as we do have a Dragon's Arrow, Jet Propulsion Blaze. Zagara getting an extra health bar or 3 right there, almost taking her down, but Dragonite's on core. Hanzo Anduin cannot do much here. And unfortunately for the side of DeepDiveXtreme, their team fight was wonderful, their siege was very lacking, and they will be losing map number 1. Exodia stack with victory. Nicely done. Oh, dude. Dahaka, so much value from Dahaka. But Dino's Sylvanas Wailing Arrows were so on point. Like, I want to say, like, every Wailing Arrow effectively was, like, at least 2 people being hit by it. There was a couple, like, 4-man Wailing Arrows, which were really, really nice as well. Yeah, it's just really, really good content. Really, really good game. Great back and forth. Good team fighting, but team fighting was really good. Siege was extremely good. Welcome back, everybody. The timing was just perfect as we are getting into map number 2 of our second best of 5 of the day. On the left-hand side is DeepDiveXtreme. On the right is Exodia Stack, who's up in this series. And we'll see who's going to be victorious here on Garden of Terror, map number 2. Let me get the Twitch prediction written up for all of you, and we can get that rolling out as well. So I'm just checking. Yeah, that is catched up. Okay, good. That is catched up. Alrighty, so, Vikings target ban from the first pick team of DeepDiveXtreme Exodia Stack, who did choose the map. They're going to be banning out Maev. Lucio will not be in the house consistently today, as we get a Chromie ban as well. That was anticipated. So what's the first pick? Could it be Genji? Could it be Blaze? We're gonna find out. Ugh. I mean, the draft last game worked out pretty decently. It's just that the siege potential was so lacking. And I think DeepDiveXtreme was kind of like, okay, we're gonna draft something that like fights really well and we can get kills, and then we'll just get the Dragonite and siege with that. But unfortunately, that never happened. So, Garden of Terror, very similar in that you have the Garden Terror summons that lose health when they attack. You need 3 seeds, of course, that pop up around the map that you have to channel after clearing out the sappers. Rhaegar Dahaka, if it ain't broke, don't fix it or change it. Exodia Stack will be continuing or starting this draft with the exact same 2 heroes. What do we want to grab here, though, on the side of DeepDiveXtreme? It's... They can maybe just grab...
Victory for the Forsaken.
So they'll grab Muradin Sylvanas. I like the push potential from her. Muradin's a comfort pick, I think, for Shizukin. Right wing, band away. Get rid of that healer for the global. Either... maybe like a Bad Benny target ban, potentially. Or they get rid of the Genji. Get rid of Tracer. No, they'll probably just ban out Tracer so Dino can't have it. But what do they want to grab with this? This Garden of Terror. I feel like they could run another Zagara realistically. I really do feel like the Zagara worked out really great in map number 1. Hazu did a fantastic job with that. They could also pick up another Bruiser. They could pick up like a Thrall. Or they could go dive heavy. They could go like Diablo. No, okay. They're going to continue going Johanna. They get a Hanzo with as well. Hanzo for camps is really, really nice with the scatter. I'm assuming he'll go scatter. It could be Q build, but I feel like Hazuobs likes to go scatter more often than not. Like Dino, I think more often plays Q build. So we'll see what Dino will last pick. They could get the Genji. Last 2 picks on the left side. They could go Anduin Genji again, but they're not going to. They're going to go Zeratul Uther. Zeratul Uther. And I mean, like, Blaze has his own self-healing. Muradin does. Sylvanas can. Zeratul later on with Shadow Mending. So, there are some self-heals. So, solo Uther definitely can work. Gives you another stun to follow up Blaze and Muradin. Hammer of Justice. What are they going to do on this right side? What's the last pick? There's that Thrall. There's that big bad brawly boy. Thrall coming through. And Hazu will actually be swapping over to that. So, Dino, Hanzo. Alright, well, we'll introduce the players. We'll get into the game. And the Twitch gamble's going if you want to participate. Oh, that's good. That's some good lemon lift. Alrighty.
The battle begins shortly, heroes.
Alrighty, everybody. Map number 2 in our second best of 5 of the day. In the lower bracket quarterfinals, right side of the map will be Exodia stack up in said series with a Dino, Hanzo, Bad Benny, Johanna, Blood playing Yor, Dahaka, Yasu, Rhaegar, and Hazuabs will be Thrall.
10 seconds.
Good Mount Hazu. Left side of the map is going to be DeepDiveXtreme, trying to take us to a map number 2 or map number 3 with a 1-1 score result. Dead inside Zeratul. We've got Blaze played by Virgil again. Shizakid continuing their play on Muradin. Darnus on that Uther, and Hopaka will play the Sylvanas. Black Arrow in bottom lane. Uther with a few auto attacks here and there. What's he going at level 1? He's going to go Wave of Light, Adrenaline Stim Pack. We've got Dwarf Toss or Dwarf Block for the Muradin. Might of the Banshee Queen for Sylvanas, and Greater Cleave on Zeratul. Thrall is going to go Rolling Thunder. We've got Q build, as I mentioned. It's very common for Dino, especially on this map for the extra range and poke potential around the objectives with the target practice. We've got Enhanced Agility, Colossal Totem, and Zealous Glare. Muradin lands the Stormbolt onto Hazuabs. Dwarf tosses away, just trying to break the connection on the aggro of the enemy as Dino starts working on camp with Yasu. Zeratul in top lane, almost taken down by the Dahaka there with like 90-something HP. I think I saw it as low as it went. Does tap well. Chills out for a minute, waiting for the waves to crash in. Should be able to heal up slowly but surely. But yeah, the Dahaka pressure is really good. Must have gotten a fantastic drag onto them near the tower or something. Hanzo's already done with one soul stack? Wow, probably Muradin. I'd be... Yep, Muradin, who keeps getting in his face. Sylvanas and Zeratul need to get hit once each as well to be able to have the 30% range increase, but working his way through that. Not too bad. Camp's grabbed all around. The camp timing from DeepDiveXtreme feels a little bit late. Definitely feels like Exodia Sec has the rotation planned and ready to go here at the start. As you can even see, that experience from the camps is really starting to pull ahead. Looking at like 4 3/4 to 4 1/4. I mean, and camps are the important thing for this map, so one of the bruisers cleared out there, but I think DeepDiveXtreme had to go somewhere else to defend or clear as top lane wave is getting pushed up a bit. Dino trying to clear out the wave a little bit faster with the explosive arrow level 4. We do have Frostwolf pack on Thrall as well. Hammer of Justice for the Uther for that movement speed buff as well. But no Hammer, the Lightbringer level 1. Just a Wave of Light as we pointed out before. Yasu going for the channel. Will be able to grab this. 1 out of 3 seeds to the side of Exodia stack. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Thrall, he's getting dove on heavily. Hazuabs, is he going to be taken down? Absolutely. Loses whatever stacks he had on the Frostwolf pack as well. Looking for Dino. Natural agility gets over the wall to safety in the bottom lane, fort area. But there's a massive wave. The Black Arrow from Sylvanas. The camp is here as well. This should be the fort front gate taken down. Is there going to be more? Sylvanas Black Arrow timing out. Johanna stepping up. Didn't finish Subdue right there. I thought she had the Quadra hit, but not going to be the case. Muradin trying to Dwarf Toss away. Dahaka stepping up for a drag. Misses it onto Hopaka. Zeratul heads to mid lane to start soaking against Hazuabs. The Wormhole for level 7, so has that reactivation. Rush from Blazing Top.
Shouldn't you be?
Hey, Ninja, as long as it's tasty, nothing wrong with that. No, as long as it's tasty, nothing wrong with that. I don't blame you at all. God, food sounds so good. I didn't eat much today. Oh, thanks for the lurk, bud. Okay, 2 out of 3 seeds to the side of Exodia stack as Zeratul wants to put the pressure onto Dahaka, but it's not going to work out, and he has to back away. It's 0 to 1. It's 1 to 0 kill, excuse me. Slight experience advantage from that going over to DeepDiveXtreme. But macro-wise, it's pretty decent for Exodia stack. We do have a Haunting Wave back. That's going to be a drag onto Uther. Darkness is trying to get out of here. Murden, Dwarf tosses in. The Jet Propulsion from Blaze comes through. Is there a Stormbolt from Murden to take down Yasu? No! Does land the Stormbolt onto the Dahaka there in the end. Alright, Rhaegar is going to be able to jump onto camp over here. Murden scouting, but sees the Hanzo, decides better of it. Checking bush with Singularity Spike.
I suggest you do it
All right.
now.
Let's take a look at the other stats as next seed is here. Heroics faster on the left, so that will give the opportunity for one of the 3 seeds over to DeepDiveXtreme. The positioning, by the way, was also a lot better for them, so Exodia stack will give that one and hope that the next one spawns like top right side. Oh, look at that! Top right side. Wow. It's like it's my job. Void Prison, Wailing Arrow, Avatar, Bunker, Divine Shield. We've got a Blessed Shield, Ancestral, Isolation, Dragon's Arrow, and Sundering. Stormbolt misses, Thunderclap goes down, Dragon's Arrow finds the Muradin, Divine Shield applied as he gets the Avatar, the Bunker comes down, and Holpaka Sylvanas will be picked off. Blood lands the drag into Uther, Darkness trying to get away, jumps in the Bunker for a bit of armor, lands a stun, throws down a Wave of Light. He'll be taken out as well. And Exodia stack find the double kill in bottom lane and will be able to get objective phasing. Oh, I should have asked Ninja to get me some spicy nuggets. Dang it. Like a Baconator Jr. and some, like, spicy nuggets would tide me over perfectly right now. For the Stormbolt, Muradin lands it. Wailing Arrow is nice from Hopaka as well. Iron Skin from Johanna. Shield Glare thrown back. She's trying to get away. Another Shield Glare thrown in, but Zeratul cleave, sticking to her like peanut butter? Yasuhazu right above. Dino looking for a little delay as well. VP, Jet Propulsion, Dwarf Toss, stun goes out onto Rhaegar, and he will fall. Nice VP setup. Dragon's Arrow from Dino. I think he was just trying to get a stack onto target practice realistically. Dahaka's here. Dahaka is set up. Scatter to delay. Isolation goes in. The Sundering comes out as well. We do have a drag onto Darkness, and the Hanzo gets the kill. Rhaegar, oh no, Uther Sylvanas will fall as well. Thrall gets picked up, but he did finish his level 4 stacks during this engagement. It is a 2-for-1 favoring Exodia stack. I can't believe they're making this work. Meanwhile, there's a top lane camp pushing up. Wow. Moving on into mid lane. Muradin's gonna get a few autos onto the overgrowth plant. Slam from the Garden Terror won't connect. Sylvanas trying to dash in with the double Haunting Wave and the Festering Wounds. 7 and 13 combo. Bottom lane, Zeratul doing his best to clear things out. Thrall is rotating in. Yasu is catching him as well. The Dragon's Arrow misses. Hanzo is done with his level 1. Zeratul tries to wormhole back, but it doesn't work out. He will be taken down. Now Muradin stunned by the Garden Terror. A Sundering from Thrall gets the Ancestral just in time. A Haunting Wave was thrown in. Dahaka flanks with a Brush Stalk. That's going to be a Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas. It don't matter. Uther will fall. The Purge onto Holpaka. And the Garden Terror pushes bottom lane. Keep front gate is decimated. Dahaka fishes for a drag as Murden mounted on the right, but this is Keep taken down here in bottom lane. If a couple more kills come through, Exodia's stack can end here. The big if right now. Drag into Root, Dino with a few autos, a shield glare into Murden as well, but the call to disengage has been called. Alrighty. As I mentioned, we've got Hanzo level 1 done. Level 16's almost here. We assume Piercing Arrow. Enhanced Agility for Dahaka on 6 of 10 stacks. Feeding Frenzy full. Does have... it's not Apex Predator. It's Ferocious Stalker, right? Elongated Tongue. Piercing Arrow. Holy Renewal. What are we doing with Thrall and Rhaegar, though? Earth Grasp Totem is the standard, so we'll see that. Thunderstorm for Thrall? No, he's gonna go Alpha Wolf. We don't see Thunderstorm very often. I mean, Alpha Wolf is really, really good. For 3 seconds after a hero is hit by Feral Spirit, Thrall's basic attack is against them, dealing an additional 3% of the target's maximum health as damage passively. Increase the duration of Feral Spirit's root to 1.5 seconds. Isolation. Rhaegar lunges in as well. Totem comes down. Here's the bunker. Sundering out from Thrall as well. Murden taking a handful of damage. Needs to use Avatar. The Blessed Shield hits him as well. The Wailing Arrow is going to be the answer. Divine Shield applied to Murden as VP finds 3 enemies. And it's a disengage call. And I don't blame them. No 16 talents here on the side of DeepDiveXtreme. Garden Terror Seed will be spawning here. 1 out of 3 on the left side. It's a neutral position, but they want that 16 talents here before they do anything. Camp for the top lane 2.5 minutes away, which was already being cleared away by Dahaka currently. Bruiser camp on the top right of the map is grabbed. Siege Giants below that as well. No one going for the seed immediately. We do have that 16 on the left-hand side as well. Uther did go Blessed Champion and Beacon of Light. I don't think I ever see that 13-16. I mean, it's usually Benediction 16. For the next 5 seconds after using Holy Light, Uther's basic attack heals him and nearby allies for 15% of the total amount of health. Total amount healed by Holy Light. You've also got Beacon of Light. Uther receives 100... Oh, I'm sorry. I missed a Dragon's Arrow in mid. Didn't miss the drag from Dahaka as Blaze will go down. Uther receives 125% bonus healing when targeting others with Holy Light. This bonus is increased to 250% when he is below 50% health. Alright, well, dead inside with the Zeratul looking for maybe a flank. We do have the Sundering from Thrall. The fort will go down. Yeah, I never see Blessed Champion and Beacon of Light. It's Benediction, I feel, always at level 16. Interesting. Top lane wave crashing onto the fort will confirm this before the enemies can rotate and clear that out successfully. Bottom keep is low. I heard a possession from Sylvanas. They're going to commit. Members of Exodia stack will commit to bottom lane keep. Blaze Oil Slick goes down. Jet Propulsion misses. The call is through the keep, but now Blaze looks like a really juicy target. Dino backs away. Zeratul lands a VP onto a few, but what is the follow-up? Jet Propulsion from Blaze. Wailing Arrow is timed out amazingly right there. As Bad Betty looks to back away, they will find the triple kill and save the keep with 500 HP. 997. That was close. Murden still chasing, thinking that Hazuabs is available to be taken down and unable to get there fast enough. But Black Arrow gets activated on the fort in bottom lane, and this is going to be taken down as well. Nicely done. As we prepare for level 20s, let's go ahead and check the stats again. Garden Terror will be, Garden Terror Seed in the top left. No summoning for either side as it's 1 out of 3 seeds to both.
Isn't nature splendid? Gather that seed for me.
Oh, maybe. Maybe a turnaround moment. Still a long way to go. Drag lands. Sundering. Root. Bye-bye. No one expects the random Dahaka in a bush, apparently. And blessed be the Dahaka bush? I don't know. Camps to be grabbed on the left-hand side. Garden Terror Seed will be picked up by Exodia Stack as Zeratul still dead for 27 seconds. Nice grab from Dahaka right there. Okay, Bolt of the Storm for, or I guess it's actually Wind Rush for the Thrall, 80-second cooldown. We've got Bullseye, Contagion, Farseer's Blessing, Storm Shield activation with Blinded by the Light. Waiting for the 20 on the left side as well. Totem goes down. Lightning. With a Lightning Shield applied as well. Sorry, I could not remember the name of the talent. Dino waiting, holding. Camp and bottom to be cleared away. Next seed will be on the bottom right of the map. Zeratul chillin', out of vision. Danger pings as well.
A seed is sprouting.
We knew Zeratul was like right there-ish. Last we checked. Both teams have 20 talent here. Sonic Arrow to try and scout out. Zeratul does land the Singularity Spike. Uther's also going Divine Protection level 20. We've got Blaze with Burn Notice. Rewind Muradin. Bolt of the Storm Sylvanas. Shadow Mending for your Zeratul. It's going to be the heal for 60% of the spell damage dealt to heroes.
Gather the seed.
Possession buffing the top lane. We also do see Black Arrow from Sylvanas activated. Zeratul. Oh, he was... okay, I thought he was brawling, but no, he was, I think, completely invisible for some vision. And another Garden Terror goes over to the side of Exodia Stack. Another Garden Terror. Bottom lane pretty far back by the fort. Mid lane by the enemy side fort, but the fight in top lane is seemingly breaking out right now. BP onto one. Jet Propulsion doesn't... oh, no, that's awkward. There's a Dragon Terror from Hanzo, a Bullseye as well. Sylvanas goes down. The Ancestral self-cast onto Rhaegar spreads to the allies around. The bunker from Blaze will be summoned. We do have Shizakid landing a Stormbolt. We do also have so much damage coming through onto Dino, who gets the natural agility over the wall. We currently have Avatar activated by the Muradin. Darnus is doing their best to heal up, but they cannot sustain the team. We do have Muradin looking to take down Dino. The Avatar will expire soon, but it doesn't matter. Shizakid will be taken down. Ghost heals from Uther, and that right there is going to be your favorite thing, chat. Finland! As Exodia Stack step up to core, they are looking for victory here in map number 2, and they will find it. Exodia Stack one map away from making their way into the lower bracket semifinals. Coming up after this best of 5. GG, well played. Oh, man. This is about to be a crazy payout, chat. Oh, man, the payout. The payout to this game is going to be insane. Oh, this is such an insane payout. Oh, my God. Don't go burning all those channel points at once there, chat. Welcome, everybody! We are here in Tomb of the Spider Queen, map number 3 of this best of 5 series. DeepDiveXtreme on the left-hand side will be down, but we'll see if they get the brooms out, if they can start reversing into Exodia Stack with their first pick, first ban priority. Exodia Stack, of course, they have a score of 2 in this best of 5, so if they win this, they'll move on to our next series up against Stack of Doom. And they will be choosing to take us to Tomb of the Spider Queen. It's pretty much all the updates I have. This is standard Heroes of Storm, no tournament shenanigans, no baseline bans, none of that. What's up, Turba? How you doing, bud? Let's see what we get for Tomb of the Spider Queen. Tracer, Lucio, banned out the gate. Maiev and probably Chromie will be banned away. Can we please have Varian or Rexar? Rexar on Tomb? That's outrageous. That's impossible. You just want to go for Blaze, or Blaze, or Blaze, or Blaze, or Blaze. Come on, got a Twinkie. Gee. Johanna will be first picked on the left-hand side, though. So, changing up their main tank, as it was Murd in 2 games in a row. And wasn't bad by any means, but just wasn't finding the value they were hoping for. Do you prefer standard tournaments or Meta Madness tournaments? I like both.
With every death comes honor. With honor,
I'm just happy that there's Here's the Storm to cast, and people are here and hopefully enjoying my commentary and analysis. That's my opinion. I'm just happy to have tournaments, realistically. The players have opinions, but me, no, I'm just happy. I'm just happy to cast, seriously. It's what I love doing. Dahaka Hanzo on the right side. Blaze Rhaegar with the Johanna on the left as well. Okay, neither team really shows what they're doing. I guess you could kind of go a bit of a control composition with DeepDiveXtreme. Condemns, slows with the punish. You've got Jet Propulsion, Oil Slick slows as well. Rhaegar has Totem, 16 Colossal for more slow, so it's a lot of control, so I wonder if maybe they'll pick something up that can play into all of that CC potential. Ban-wise, we are going to see a Medivh removed as well. I would assume this is a target ban onto a healer, maybe Genji, maybe Sylvanas, actually. I wouldn't mind a Sylvanas ban if DeepDiveXtreme isn't going to try and take it. Now, of course, they won't have first pick after this mid-ban phase, so it's something to consider, because the Sylvanas has been, like, Dino Sylvanas in Map 1 was insane, so curious. Suffering from Blaze fatigue? You can say that I'm you could say that I'm really burnt out. Some tireless. How you doing, bud?
For the alliance
It's a perfect day for some mayhem.
Players don't have opinions or options. Oh, really? Ando and Junkrat with the Hanzo Dahaka picked up on the right side. They can just flex onto whatever tank they want with Bad Benny. Garrosh was banned away, so I'd love to see the Sylvanas for DeepDiveXtreme. And then, like, a solid mage, like a Gul'dan, Kael'thas, Jaina. Something like that.
I stand ready.
Ball's alright, good sustained damage. Thrall coming out as well isn't too bad. Yeah, that Stitches was not surprising. That Stitches wasn't too surprising, because you have the Junkrat Steel Trap, Anduin Chastise, Dahaka Drag, Dragon's Arrow from Hanzo. It's, well, oh, I forgot to start a prediction. Well, I'll start a prediction right now. As we get into game.
Have a nice day.
Indeed, Hazuabs. Have a nice day. Playing Junkrat for Exodia stack up in this best of 5 series. Blood on the Dahaka, Dino, Hanzo, Yasu. Is your Anduin. Bad Benny is going to round out the composition with his Stitches. Left side of the map, looking to keep this series alive, looking to start the reverse sweep. We've got DeepDiveXtreme. Shizakid will be your Johanna. Hopaka playing the Vala. Dead Inside is going to be the Thrall. We've got a Darnus, Rhaegar, and of course 3 games in a row. Nothing's changed. Virgil on Blaze.
Oh, that's a good spot.
Hungry for more on Stitches, looking for that movement speed buff. Does get 10% out the gate. Great for the double soak and building the overall health pool of Stitches on top of that. Hanzo going to be going into Q build, the target practice. We've got even-handed blessing, enhanced agility, and extra long timers. Feral Heart for the Rhaegar, as we have Dino getting a helping hand from Bad Benny right there. Rolling Thunder on the Thrall. Creed of the Hunter for Vala. Adrenaline Stimpack, and Zealous Glare on Johanna. But there is a Twitch gamble going on right now. If you'd like to make a prediction, we have 75,000 on Exodia stack to win. Someone is extremely confident in Exodia stack. Couple autos here and there from Hanzo, as I mentioned, going Q build. Currently chilling in the bottom lane. Doesn't clear very quickly, but I think trying to get stackage on the Stitches. Sorry, on the Blaze. While working on left side camp. Junkrat to do the same on their respective side. Excuse me. Bad Benny getting body blocked quite heavily here, and that'll be Vala finding first blood for the side of DeepDiveXtreme. Mitch is going all in. Wow, all in. Call in the Stark gamble. Shield Glare, Hungering Arrow. Continued pressure in the bottom lane. Thrall Johanna going to go into the double soak positions. As I think Siege Giants will be grabbed just below. Yep, Vala's got the tag onto that. Blaze to help out. Okay, so we kind of got like a 1-1-3 setup, sorta. Thrall, Johanna, then the rest of the team in bottom-ish. I think that's going to change, but for the time being, that is what we're seeing. And they might actually chill in bottom lane with these Siege Giants just to try and open up the entire gate. Dahaka takes a rotation. Rhaegar lunges in. There's going to be some decent damage onto him, but Dahaka backs off to safety. No tap onto the well. Dino looking for some damage in this flank position. Throws out the Sonic Arrow in case anyone's going to rotate in, and Johanna is around. Needs to be a little careful. No hard CC from her with like Blessed Shield, just as the Condemn. Did go into Subdue level 4. Thrall with the Feral, or the Frostwolf pack. Exodia stack is better on paper, but HoTS teams are allergic to sweeping. Hook goes out, a concussion mine, dead inside. Is probably dead on the outside. Condemned from Johanna. I don't know where Thrall's going. He threw out a Frostwolf. Does get one stack on that, or throws out a Feral Spirit, getting one stack on Frostwolf, but we do have our first objective phase picked up, or summoned, by DeepDiveXtreme as they lose their Thrall. Low death timers, as Vala does get her first bundle of Creed of the Hunter. So at 1% right now, with the 25% bonus attack speed. Chastise onto the Johanna. No piercing light, level 4 for the Anduin. Did go into Moral Compass. Let's have the Desperate Prayer, level 7, of course. Stitches with 11 globes. Needs another 9 to get a 5% increase on his movement speed. It's 5 per, right? Yeah, 5 per. So he'd be at 15 because the baseline's 10. Blue Webweaver phase does not get a ton of value here. Do I think we'll see Falling Sword? There's a possibility with the Stitches Gorge, but also Blessed Shield is really good. When Stitches gorges someone, you throw the Blessed Shield and he, is locked down for like a second and a half or so. So, honestly, it could be either, because Falling Sword is really good on the gorged target coming out to get the cleanse onto them from any Chattering Teeth or Chastise or Drag, so honestly, I really, it's going to be up to this Johanna player to decide on that one. I'm really not sure. Good cleanse from Rhaegar onto Shizakid. Drag from Dahaka did connect. Rhaegar, by the way, did pick up Purification level 7. Hazuab's looking for the turn-in here. We'll get a chunk in. Rhaegar lunges in, and Dino does go down. The gems will be picked up by teammate Hazuab's. And a second kill as Concussion Mine blasts back Alpaca. Good jet propulsion into lunge. Anduin is just going to be surrounded and bodied as Dahaka with 28 gems. Bad Benny with 20. Float around this mid-bottom turn-in. Concussion Mine over the wall. Rhaegar gonna play to the high side. There is the little tunnel that he can take, if you will, corridor. And he'll be fine taking a little bit of damage from tower shots. In the end, he lives, he backs away. No biggie. He's in bottom lane, looking for this Dahaka. So I just want to see really quickly. Yeah, Hanzo took a lot of damage there. A level 10's on the left, Sundering, Rain of Vengeance, Ancestral Healing, Blessed Shield, and Bunker for Blaze, I assume. If he goes Combustion, he is throwing. Okay, he didn't take Bunker. So it is going to be Blessed Shield into Rain of Vengeance, onto the Stitches. Second Rain of Vengeance utilized onto Bad Benny. Won't be able to take down the abomination of Stitches. Dahaka tapping a few bushes here and there. Gorge, Dragon's Arrow, Light Bomb, Isolation, and Riptire. Red Webweavers will descend over to the left-hand or the right side of Exodia stack. Hook goes looking for something, but no prime subs at the end of that hook. We have a Concussion Mine to blast back a couple enemies as well. Red Webweavers in mid lane are pushed up onto the fort front gate. We'll see how top and bottom do later on. Seems like the main siege from Benny and Hazuab's focusing on the mid, but oh, they tried to find Alpaca with that hook, and it just went to the side of Vala. Hanzo, of course, is done with his level 1. 15 regeneration globes for Benny. Still 5 to go for another increase on his movement speed. 5 stacks for Thrall as well on his W. Needs to just hit one more enemy with that. He'll clear out the wave and top, and defense is pretty good from DeepDiveXtreme. They haven't lost too much. They lost gate completely in bottom and some damage onto the fort. Turn-in wise, it's very close. Dragon's Arrow onto Rhaegar. Riptire is going to be summoned as well and gets immediately activated. Johanna hooked, Iron Skin activated as well. Rain of Vengeance, Leap of Faith Force. There's going to be a Gorge onto Bad Benny's. Excuse me, Gorge onto Virgil from Bad Benny. We have an Ancestor on the left side, forced out by Dahaka. Bunker comes down from Blaze. A hook misses, dead inside. Thrall heads to bottom. Auto attack here and there. Little poke from Stormbow. Hook tries to pull Johanna out of position, but she has Iron Skin. Blaze jet propulsions closer to his fort for safety. Was a little pushed up in this bottom lane. They're all looking for a turn-in. Dead inside will be delayed. The drag from Dahaka misses. Volek working on the wave. Looking at talents here. Just skimming really quick if anything is noticeable or weird, but it seems pretty standard across the board. 89 stacks for your Vala, getting pretty close to her 100th for another 1%. Dragon's Arrow lands and splashes. Bad Benny goes fishing in the wrong bush and nothing to be found. Oh, that phrasing did not sound right. Hanzo continues to poke. Oil stick thrown down on the ground. It's 3-1 in kills. Slight experience advantage over the side of DeepDiveXtreme, who do have 13s. Rain of Vengeance, condemned. Here comes a Riptire from Junkrat as Thrall was trying to step up for an interrupt, but he immediately gets deleted by the Junkrat Hanzo. Vala hooked Gorge. She's going to get a couple heals, but the Johanna will be taken down. So is the Vala. Darnus is going to get hooked. Good night, Rhaegar, I do believe. So many gems to be lost as Hanzo is like, I'll head him off at the pass. We'll head them off at the pass. And you know what the sad part about all of this is? DeepDiveXtreme was in back-to-back turn-in territory, and now they just have enough for a single Webweaver summoning. Meanwhile, the enemy team, pretty close to back-to-back to a double Webweaver summoning. They got 43 of 55 turned in, holding 43 currently.
Red team, you've done well. My magic is yours.
Slam from Stitches. Waiting to see if he goes for a hook. Does have fishing hook or extended hook, that 40% range increase from hitting level 13. Dahaka lands the drag onto Rhaegar. There's a hook onto him as well. Self-cast Ancestral will connect. The Light Bomb is there. The Gorge to follow that one up. Riptire from Junkrat, interrupted by a Sundering of Thrall. Darnus is going to be dropped out of that Gorge. Dahaka trying to get another drag, won't land it. And somehow, Rhaegar is still alive. Obviously, the Ancestral Healing is the somehow, but my gosh. I thought they definitely would have the kill with all of that setup. Speaking of setup, isolation, drag misses. A slam goes down. Bunker summoned by Blaze. He doesn't have a whole lot of HP, but will be able to jump out and immediately jet propulsion to the left, tapping well. Hook onto Vala again into the drag. The scatter is good. Chastise thrown out from Anduin. Vala losing her first gambit right there. The Webweaver in top lane still pushing up. Blaze managing mid. And the bottom fort will go down. Massive wave in top, by the way. You like the burned out pun? Thank you. I don't know. I'm not a game developer, so I really couldn't tell you like how to change Blaze to make him a tank rather than a bruiser. I mean, because go back in time, go back a long time ago. If you remember like old times in HGC, Greymane, a ranged assassin, used to be considered a priority solo laner. Bad Benny deposits this Thrall after a Gorge, but I think Bad Benny realized that there are too many enemies around and will be taken down. Riptire from Junkrat does connect. That is, what, 10 gems lost? Didn't Vala die 2 times already? That was her second death, yes. Alright, blue Webweavers will descend. Blaze goes to push back top lane, which the gate has been taken down. The rest of the team is shoving into mid as hard as they possibly can. Stitch is still dead for another 10 seconds. Dahaka gets a light bomb, lands that onto Vala. She throws back a Rain of Vengeance. Hopaka down to like 200 HP, tanking a little too much. Tower shot. Why is it Dino with the snipe? Are you serious? Where's the button? We gotta get it. There you go. If I was the Hanzo there, I would 100% miss that. I would have 100% missed that if I was the Hanzo there. I would overthink where the Vala was going to be. Oil Slick slows down this Dahaka. Bottom wave cleared, bottom fort taken down. Yo, what's up, Sky? How you doing, bud? Hook goes looking for somebody, but no one there. But Turden is available for Exodia stack. No one has gotten boss yet. Doesn't seem like it's a priority. Junkrat wanting to turn in 23. Dahaka was 17. Oh, they actually have turn-in. But Hanzo gets one of the delays needed. I don't think they would. Oh my god, I thought that hook was going to connect onto Blaze. No. Okay. Oof. Vala does have Manticore. 26 regeneration glows for the Stitches. I feel like that's a little low. Oh, that hook was so close to Blaze stepping out, or Thrall doubling back. Dragon's Arrow from top lane, but there's nothing to follow that up, apparently. Oh my god, what was that? That was a weird interaction right there, but either way, hook, Gorge, Concussion Mine, a lot onto Johanna, but she'll be able to just pop Iron Skin and back away. Vala looking to take down this Dahaka, but won't be able to do much but get a few autos as the hook bonks off the keep front gate. Johanna throws a shield glare back. Great casting and great games. Aw, thank you for the kind words. I appreciate the kindness so very much and the support. Much, much, much appreciated. Whoa, Hook looks for something. There's a Rain of Vengeance from Vala. Drag from Dahaka, not connecting. The Sundering from Thrall will come through. No level 20 on either side. It's really close for Exodia Sec. They want to back off and get that 20. And it looks like they will be able to do so. Dahaka grabs the Johanna, but is there follow-up? Chastise will connect. That's kind of wild. Isolation into Blaze. Still Exodia Stacker trying to back away. Jet Propulsion just says hello near the Hanzo. Dragon's Arrow once again, Light Bomb onto the Stitches, but he was rooted for a second, wasn't able to step up or stun. Gorge onto Rhaegar, but Stitches goes down. Vala getting quite a bit of damage here. Dino looking for a poke here and there. Stitches dead for 52 seconds. As Junkrat spread volley was the 16, gets the activation and throws out a few frag launcher grenades. Extra oomph, Riptire, Contagion, Inner Fire, Bullseye, and Stitches is going to have time to decide because apparently we have a pause. Don't know what the pause is for. We'll find out when we get back in game. We'll jump out for competitive integrity in the time being. Lower his damage by half and give Combustion a tank feel to it. Reduce the damage of enemies by 50 during burn. That could be kind of cool. Yeah, that could definitely be kind of cool. All right, so the members of DeepDiveXtreme, what do they need to do here? They've got 87 gems of 60. Who's holding what? Let's take a look here. 42 of those are on Blaze, 29 on Johanna. So Rhaegar, Vala, Thrall don't need to be the turn-ins. They can go to boss. Stitch is still dead for 35. Siege Giants were just grabbed. Looks like Dahaka's starting Bruiser Camp as well. So I think that if they can split and do that, it'd be good. But it's really hard to do that because there's still like Junkrat, Hanzo, Anduin, Dahaka. They still want to play aggressive, as you saw. Even after Stitches died, they still were kind of stepping up and chasing. So I don't know what value DeepDiveXtreme will find during the next 35 seconds of Stitch's death. We have a ready request coming out. Let's get into the game and find out. Okay, so as I mentioned, 22 seconds left on the Stitch's death timer. Hanzo delaying out objective onto the Blaze. Johanna eats the trap, and she'll get in position to try and eat some of these incoming pokes. Looks like this should finally go through. There it is. Okay, so no boss. They're not going for boss either. Okay, so just straight up Webweaver summoning. Core is being assailed, but the Webweaver in top lane will clear that out. Dahaka managing mid, or bottom. It does actually look like mid is the priority with this siege camp being cleared away. Alright, blinded by the light. Farseer's Blessing. We have Acrobat Vala with Death Dealer. So no Farflight Quiver. Thrall with the Windrush, and Blaze gonna be taking his burn notice. Is this the Blues versus Webweaver? No, they needed 60, so 50, 55, and then 60. This would be their third. We're all looking for a flank with the Sundering. Dino's gonna discover him, throws down the Bullseye. The Sundering connects Bolt of the Storm to chase in as Stitches gets leapt to safety with no Gorge target. It is Master Hooker, by the way, at level 20. No hungry Stitches, as the Webweaver in top lane is pushing up. Mid fort did go down. Key front gate in bottom being assailed, taking a bit of damage. Top lane fort will fall. Stitch is looking for that angle on the hook in this little gate corridor, but I'd say that they set up for boss in top. Still 30 seconds on Hanzo death timer. They got a decent wave. Oh, the hook. Would have been great there, but doesn't find anything. Concussion mine onto Vala. Blinded by the light, Ancestor healing. Riptire will be utilized. Life Bomb onto Thrall. He was gorged or hooked, I do believe. It looks like he was gorged. Yeah, the cooldown's relative. Thrall trying to take down Yasuo. Another hook pulls him back, and now this fight is going very topsy-turvy and sideways. That was a very close hook again. Both teams need 65 gems to turn in. Both teams are in the 40 gem ballpark. With Rhaegar and Thrall dead for the next 40 to 32 seconds, boss and top will be grabbed, camp and mid to be grabbed. Keep in mind, there's no keep up here. Thrall went down swinging, literally, with his weapon, yes. They're going to push up a wave really quick. They can't get enough gems for this. I think they're gonna let Dahaka. Wait, are they gonna try and boss plus? No, okay. It's like Anduin can't stand around that long. I'm surprised they're not pushing with boss. I'm actually very surprised by this macro call. So they grab boss. It's gonna push top lane. With Vala sustained damage, I don't expect it to find much damage on the core. Maybe some scratches on the shielding, but. Huh. Okay. That's a little confusing, I'm not gonna lie. There must have been a shift in call of what to do after boss was grabbed. Because that got no value. Besides taking the boss off the map and experience. Availability of turn-in. Top lane wave is pushed up, so maybe that was the intention. Use boss to push the wave. Then hard shove with Webweaver through top to win? I don't know. Junkrat is really influential with his traps and thingies. Oh, man. Didn't say the right ability name. Make a Reddit post, chat. Make a Reddit post about it. Gotta Twinkies didn't use steel traps. He said thingies. You can't do that. Can't do that. You gotta be perfect in everything you say when you're Twitch streaming, chat. And when you're viewing. Lanes are all pushed now, at least. Yeah, it's just, it was perplexing because I feel like they could have won with boss push. I really do, but either way. Webweaver in bottom gets minimal value. Webweaver in top lane is on core. Hook looks for somebody. Webweaver in mid will be cleared away. We're all managing core Webweaver. That gets core shielding, scratching. And that's it. Reddit post created. Thank you, Kaimo. God forbid you say one thing wrong on your cast. A little bit of poke gear in there. Well, DeepDiveXtreme does have a turn-in of their own. Catapult at core will get some scratches of the shield. Boss up in 2 minute 27. 6 to 9 in kills. Nice. Blue Webweavers will descend. The waves are pushed up a little bit, so top lane will be managed by the Webweaver. Bottom lane, I think managed by. I think they're looking to just shove in through mid for the victory here. Johanna throws the Blessed Shield, finds the Dahaka, was looking for Junkrat. The Dragon's Arrow from Hanzo will connect on the whole pocket, the Blinded by the Light. Ancestral, all of that is going to be thrown out. Bad Benny gets the Gorge, the Leap of Faith onto Rhaegar. Thrall is going to bolt to the Storm in. No Sundering available. Rhaegar does go down. Concussion. Oh, another hook! That could be game ending right there. Webweavers, I think, need to be managed. Yeah, they're going to manage the Webweavers. Okay. Dahaka brush stalking. Going to pop out of the bush. Gets hit with the Jet Propulsion from Blaze. Misses the drag. Blinded by the Light from Johanna activates. Webweaver in top lane will basically just clear itself out. Junkrat manages bottom. And boss is probably close. 1:06. Wow. 25 minutes in. 25 minutes in, almost. As this camp will be... I can't believe... Like, it really feels like Exodia Stack are playing giga safe at the end here. I felt like their early game aggression was a lot higher, and they've, like, downshifted their momentum and aggression. They're obviously still winning, but it just... I don't know. It's this tempo shift is interesting to me, and I'm not sure what caused it. The later game hooks have been, unfortunately, not as good as the early game. Now, there were a couple good ones over here in this mid lane siege and fight, but yeah, there's been a lot of missed. I feel like it's also Benny just trying to, like, hope and pray that the hook finds somebody. I mean, he is Master Hooker, so it's a relatively low cooldown as well on hook. Boss is up. Johanna's gonna check it. Both teams very far from a turn-in. Both of them need 70 gems. The hook goes out. Once again, not connecting on anybody. Just kind of hoping that someone is right there in the path. Dino poking here and there. The slam goes down. Boss tagged by Vala. Does Junkrat have vision of this? Sonic Arrow. They see the Vala in there with the autos. Okay, so they know that boss is being tagged. Dahaka's pushing things up in bottom. Keep a fade to pull one to safety. The Sundering from Thrall will come through the Dragon's Arrow. Ancestral Light Bomb Bunker is here. Riptire does not get a full reset. Dahaka. Oh, wait, hold on. Thrall lands a good root onto Stitches. The Leap of Faith pulls him to safety. Chastise goes out, a hook onto Blaze. No bunker available. Is there a heal? The silence. The Juggernaut blading. And you have the Blinded by the Light. Get out of town. Blaze lives. Blaze will live. They're going to go tag boss again. They got to be careful here. Blaze is extremely low. Actually, not so much. He heals up a bit right there. Sorry, give me a second. I got to snooze an ad. I don't want ads to pop up right now. Dahaka tried for that drag. Oof. Down from Johanna, looking to chase in. We do have Stitches taking a bit of damage from this Thrall. Bad Benny getting chunked right now. Jet Propulsion is good. They take down the Stitches. Exodia Stack lose their main tank. Yasu now backing away with the inner fire movement speed. Riptire only hitting 2. And this is boss call from the side of DeepDiveXtreme. Will Exodia Stack try and fight against this? They still have their keep at like 99% HP, so they don't need to do anything crazy here. But they're gonna try. Blaze gets a handful of damage applied. The Sundering from Thrall tries to land a root. I think it landed onto Dahaka, who gets a huge isolation. Riptire reset. Johanna's the one to go down. Dahaka hearthing for full mana and well, mostly full HP. Vala tags boss again. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Dahaka's brush stalking into this engagement. Stitches up in 3 seconds. Boss at, oh no. Oh, we did brush stalk in, okay. Drag lands onto Thrall. There's going to be a Light Bomb as well, but the Rain of Vengeance holds Dahaka back. A Riptire reset. It's the triple hit. That's what Hazu's looking for. Vala vaults forward, but that's going to be a hook. Gorge. Jet Propulsion. Leap of Faith. Vala should be taken down on the right side. Anduin gets the kill. Riptire reset after Riptire reset might just be the ending of this map, as we do have a lone Thrall dragged, and that is, as you know it on this channel, Finland! Johanna has respawned, but this is going to be Exodia Stack 29 minutes in, approaching core. She got sub-done! Chat, she did it. She was sub-done. She may not win, but she is sub-done. GG, Exodia Stack. Continue the disappointment in today's games by giving us another 3-0. Well, we still have one more best of 5 coming up next. It is going to be Exodia Stack versus Stack of Doom. A lot of stacking coming up here in our next best of 5. Up next. GG, well played. That's some good tea. Prediction is the next match of 3-0. Oh, man. I mean, we could do that. I could make a 30-minute prediction. And we could possibly know after map number 2. Tireless, that's a really good combo. Alrighty.